Hello everyone. So today is 30th of March and I'm back and you must be thinking like, wow, so today is different. I don't have list of tasks and all because everything I'll be dictating. So this is the portfolio that I'm building for myself, and this is the header. So I'm pretty excited about the end product and how the portfolio will look after it's over. So the let's talk about the portfolio a bit later, right? All right, so before that I just want to talk about like what I did yesterday and day before yesterday and all sorts. So day before yesterday I was learning foundation, I guess, and in my last video and also in my Instagram post I said that I'll be using foundation to build my portfolio, but the thing is, foundation is quite new to me, and the reason I'm not like using it because I'm not very it will take me time to understand which classes I can use for this situation, because and I want to build my portfolio very soon, and I don't have much time on my hand to actually spend on foundation. So that's the reason why I'm not building my portfolio in foundation, but probably I'll be doing something else to just practice my learning on foundation. Now let's come back to this. So yes, I learned foundation, and then yesterday I built the mock-up for my portfolio. So the mock-up that I built, I used this tool. This is I don't know what it was called. It's I just forgot the name. I think it's called Mockup 3. Okay, Balsamic Mockups. So it's Balsamic Mockups, and it's an amazing tool. And I built this mockup yesterday for my portfolio. So this is the first time I actually used a mockup tool to build a mockup before actual coding. And I also uploaded some of its portion on my Instagram account if you guys are following me there. And let me show you. Let me show you the complete mockup, how my portfolio should look like. And so this is the header section, and this will be the header text, which will be in the center. Then there will be a button called hire me, and then there will be an arrow on the button on the bottom of the header, and then there will be a navigation menu here, and there will be a logo here. But then I just decided to not go for a navigation menu on the header, and instead I went for all these links. So Facebook link to my Instagram, LinkedIn, GitHub, and Twitter. And the color combination, yes, I chose this one. So the hashtag for this is, I think, #EC, and I forgot whatever. And yeah, how can you remember it, right? And then the picture is not selected yet. So the background that you see of a keyboard, it's not fixed. I may change it because right now the text is this portion of the text is not visible, right? So probably I may change the background, and I'll not change the color. And yeah, and I used a library called Typed.js to get this cool typing effect, and my stack includes Node, Express, and then it deletes, and then Mongo, and then it deletes, and then so you have with Typed.js you have whole sorts of configuration that you can do. Like for instance, you can tell the time. Let me show you the configuration. Okay, so this is the configuration that you can give. That loop true, that means it will just run forever. What is the typing speed? So it's in milliseconds. What is the back speed? I kept it same. The back delay, that how long should you wait before start deleting the text that you just typed, and show cursor true. And there are lots more properties you get with Typed.js. and I encourage you to use it because it's an awesome tool. It keeps this very awesome, and the documentation is also very, very good. But although there is a slight mistake with documentation that I would like to talk about, so let me just search Typed.js, and this is the GitHub. So according to the documentation, so the documentation says that this is the code that will go inside HTML, and this is the code that will go inside JavaScript, right? And what this JavaScript is basically doing is var type equals to new type, and it's searching for an element which has a class of element. Okay, so it's searching for a tag, HTML tag, which has a class of element, but then there is no such tag which has a class of element. So there is a tag which has an ID of typed, but there is no such class with a class of element. So instead of element, it should be typed, and instead of class, that is dot, it should be hash, which is for ID. So basically what it's doing is it's searching for the ID, it's searching for the tag where it will start putting those text that is inside this tag. Alright, so this tag, if you see typed string, is this one. So whatever is inside this div, it'll start typing all this. So it'll start typing Typed.js is a JavaScript library, and then it types out sentences. So this portion says that which string I need to type, and this portion says that where I need to type it. So the slight documentation mistake is, I don't know how they just ignored it, or nobody just told them that this is a mistake. So the mistake is, instead of element, it should be typed, or if you want to keep it as an element, then you have to use a tag in your HTML that will have a class of element instead of ID of typed. So hopefully you get the sense, and this is what I used. And let me just go back to my code and let me show you. So this is var new typed, and I just used the ID of type. That means start typing there where the tag which is an ID of typed. So this is the tag that is an ID of typed. So that means it'll just start typing everything inside of this span using JavaScript, right? Using JavaScript, it'll just start putting text inside of it. And this one, that what are the strings that I should put? So it'll get those strings from this div element that has the ID of typed strings, and this is the div element that has an ID of typed string, right? So look at this. This is the span that has an ID of typed string. So it'll just type Angular dot, it'll type Node dot, it'll type Express, it'll type Mongo, and then where it'll type inside this span. So this one has got nothing to do. It will not be shown on the screen. It's just for the purpose of this Typed.js, that which are the text that I need to type. So I hope this is clear, and I just wanted to address this because if you guys wanted to use it, then you probably would be frustrated because you would be copying and pasting it, and then you'd be looking like, oh my god, nothing is working. And probably if you are patient enough, you will go through the documentation, you will try to understand what's going on, and obviously it's pretty much clear that this is the mistake, but still someone may just just think like, ignore it, let's just not use it. So that's the reason why I just showed you. And yeah, about the mockup, so I was saying that instead of the navigation menu here and the logo here, I just used social media links, because navigation here doesn't make sense to me, because this portion hire me will take to the contact section, and this portion will take to the next section that will be about. So on clicking this arrow, it'll just take me to the about section. On clicking this hire me will take me to the contact section, or probably I'll just change this hire me to show my works, right? So see my work. So that'll take me to the portfolio section, which makes more sense. So having a navigation here, I don't think so is much useful. So yeah, about the mockup, it was pretty easy to build and it was very fun to build, because I was having this kind of feelings like, oh my god, now I have the idea how my portfolio should look like. So definitely I won't be doing mistakes, or definitely I know what are the things that I should be prepared for the next time I build this. And last time I started building portfolio, I think it was a couple of months back, and then I just stopped it because of multiple reasons. One being, I just kept on changing my design because I just felt that will look good, and then I just felt that will look good, and I just kept on changing my design. But the problem was, sometimes it was just very hard for me to implement some of the functionalities, some of the designs that I just want to have in my portfolio. So I just gave up, and I'm just starting it from the scratch once again. And this time I didn't want to do that mistake again. So that is the reason why I took a complete day to just understand myself, that how I want it to be. And this is how I want it to be. So in the about section, on the right hand side, there will be a skills column where I'll just show my skill with a bar, and it will just contain about me, a short description about me, not very long, and it'll have my photo, and it'll have more skills, so some more skill that I can add. So it'll have the, I don't know, probably it will probably contain the images of these skills, like for instance GitHub, or maybe, I don't know, something I know that is helpful, maybe Postman client, right? Heroku. And then there's a portfolio section. So the portfolio section will have two columns, because currently I can only show like 12 of my works, and sorry, it's 6 of my works, not 12, and each column will have 3 images of the work that I did, and on clicking it will open a modal, and that modal will have some more description about the project, and if there is a link, it will just also show a link. And on the contact section, there will be a form, contact field, and on the footer there will be a copyright of my name and the year. So this is basically, and yes, so I also want this sticky navigation menu on the top for each section. So there will be a sticky navigation menu for about section, will just remain sticky, and on the right hand side it will have home, about, portfolio, contact links. On the left hand side it will have my social media links, and obviously they will have a target of blank, so that when I click, my page at least stays, and the new link opens in a new tab. So this is what I did yesterday, and I was very excited, and you know what, I feel very much confident. And one more reason, and one more thing that I just found that this mockup was very much helpful, and that is, it was really, I was very clear about what is the thing that I want. When I started coding for this, and I opened my mockup design in front of me, so it was very clear to me that what is I want. So there will be an image on the header, there will be a button here, there will be a text here, there will be an arrow here. So how I need to style it, how I need to structure it, it was very clear to me. I was not having much problems like, okay, let me try doing this here, okay, let me try doing a text here, and let me see how that looks. So I was not having such issue, which I was doing when I was working with my portfolio last time, because I was just testing every design. I was not, I didn't make up my mind before coding. So that's something you really want to avoid, guys. That really, frustrated me so much that I just left, or just waste your time. So this mockup is a great thing, and So this is the header section of the portfolio that is over, and tomorrow I'll be working on the about section. And then the about section will be a little bit challenging because I'll have to make those bars for each skill I know. And yeah, and currently I have to work on the Care Medical project because the our CDO is saying that we have to finish this by 31st. That means tomorrow, and still there are some stuff left on the back end, still there are stuff left on the front end. So that's it. Now I probably will be working on the Care Medical one, and tomorrow I'll be working on the about section for this portfolio, as I said. And yeah, there's one more thing that happened. I just received an email last night, nearly about at 1 a.m. at night while I was sleeping on my bed. The email is about an internship, and they said that my resume is shortlisted, and they wanted to know about timing, that they will call me, the right time to call me, and I just told them that the right time would be nearly 2 p.m. and I just waited, and they never called. So yeah, so I don't know. I think even if I had the opportunity, even if I got this opportunity of getting one more internship, I don't think I would have enough time to make that, because right now there are lots of pressures. Even when a project which was ongoing, the Hotel Genie, is on the hold because the person is busy with something else. So if that comes as well, then I won't be able to give time to my resume at all, to my portfolio at all. So that's it. This is what's going on. Just wanted to give you a snap of my lifestyle, of a developer's lifestyle. And that's it. I don't know how much useful or how much inspirational it was, but I just wanted to share. That's the whole point of opening this channel. That's the whole point of opening my accounts in LinkedIn. Sorry, not in LinkedIn, in Twitter and Instagram, about Indian Dev Journey, about the journey that I am having. Alright guys, that's it. I'm signing out now.